Good morning and welcome to another day of the video diary. And how are you on this fine day? I've been pretty damn good. I woke up relatively early this morning, started doing maths straight away. I've already done one past paper already in core 4, which is tomorrow. Even though I've only done one paper, I've still been relatively productive because one, I did the paper and I got a relatively high percentage and I didn't actually fully mark it, but there's only one question that I struggled on and that was the last question, and then I realised I was being an absolute moron when I looked at the mark scheme. So that isn't bad, but also I've been trying to sort out the GPS tracker, trying to figure out what the bloody password is on it, because I cannot figure it out. Hopefully I'm going to be able to go in today, get the phone that we first used to change the password, and it should still be saved on the phone inside the app. So hopefully that'll fix it. That'll then send me the password and then I'll be able to work it and reset the password to something more memorable. Jesus. But the other reason I'm going in today is I'm taking an hour out of my schedule of revision to go and literally build the craft that's going to hold the camera and the GPS and everything to the space. We've got to make it out of... Apparently we've picked the material and it's blue. That's all I know about it. But hopefully it's waterproof and relatively soft, because we need it to be soft so that if it lands or the parachute fails in any way, shape or form, it doesn't like fall like a spear and just spear someone or a car or a house or something. So we're going to make it, I think we're making it out of polystyrene, but hopefully we can make it waterproof so it'll float and then not damage anything inside it if it lands in water, which it most likely will. I have a feeling it's going to land in water. Yeah, it's exciting. We've got to figure out a way of securing the GPS tracker and the camera specifically so that it can look out of the window in the side, made out of perspex, I'm assuming. It needs to be able to stay still so that it can look out, obviously, and then we've got to be able to hold the hand warmers around it just so we can keep it warm up in the bloody edge of space. And then we need to figure out a way of getting an arm out of the camera, out of the box, to hold the thing that's going to be like the prime of the shot. And I've got to figure out how long that arm has got to be so that we get the optimum focus out of the camera and all of that jazz. So I'm going to go. I get to play with the GoPro again today. I love that GoPro. I wish it was mine. I wish I was able to keep it after, but I'm bloody well not. Damn it. So, well, I wasn't really expecting this. I suppose let's build this, lol. I'm not sure how long I'm going to talk to you for. There's probably going to be a class sat over there very soon. But there's the camera, there's our GoPro, this is the material we're making the box out of. I need to figure out how big we need the box, how much space there needs to be in it to hold this, the hand warmers to keep it warm and everything else. I've now got to cut along this line with this penknife. Yeah, Stanley knife, whatever. But we're now going to discover why it was that I did electronics and not resistant materials. Yay. Actually, I like that kind of design. Let's do something like that. Bloody hell, I just got kicked out for an hour because they need to use the classroom. They're like, oh yeah, work here, I'll be fine. Yeah, you just like sit quietly at the back, and then they're like, oh no, we need like every single work desk. So like you've got to and then they're like, oh yeah, just come by period 5 and then we'll be able to sort it all out then. You'll be able to use everything you want till then. Oh yeah, it's alright. It's not like I've got anything better to do with my time or anything. Not like I've got 3 exams in the next 2 days. I mean, Jesus. Right, yeah, essentially what I'm going to go for is I'm going to go for kind of like a jigsaw kind of puzzle, which should increase the surface area where the glue is. Let's get all sciencey on it, shall we? And it will make it all better, basically. But essentially though, what the idea is now is to fill it, make the box out of that material you saw, which is called polythene, and then we're going to put the camera inside, like glue it down. Well, we're not going to glue it down, well, we're going to try to. On the day, we'll glue it down. Then we're going to fill the inside with polystyrene balls, just to add like extra little bit of protection inside there, and it should theoretically wedge the camera down better as well if we literally ram it full with it. We then have one side which is a perspex glass, and then we have like, and then we basically fill it with hand warmers to keep all of the equipment warm, and it's all good. It should relatively be not much bigger than the GoPro itself, which is good. Much happier. Went back, had a drink, had an ice cream, had a hay fever tablet. Now we're going back in. I need this built within an hour flat. So I'm going to go get everything and then go and build the mama jammer. It's Lovely's texting me like, is this really a good space? She's doing the whole girlfriend protective thing where she goes, is this really a good waste of good spending of your time? And she didn't say that, she used proper grammar, I didn't. I couldn't be bothered to, lol. But yeah, she's saying, is this really a good way to spend your time? And I'm like, no, it's not. I'm about as happy about it as you are, but it needs doing, but I'm feeling relatively confident about C4 anyway. There's not a lot of things that are like, oh, I don't know how to do this. The only problem is it's an afternoon exam, which means I'm going to get back tomorrow in the afternoon and then have to revise for 2 exams, Stats 2 and Mechanics 2. But again, it's not okay. I want to revise one thing in Stats 2, which is binomial hypotheses testing, and then Mechanics 2, I know it all, it's just a case of not ballsing it up in the exam, which I seem to make a hash of doing in Mechanics 2. It's consistently my worst maths. But I know how to do it, it's just like not considering something, or like ballsing up the maths. To say I do A-level maths, I'm a horrific mathematician. To be honest with you, I'm absolutely terrible. I can blow a question up, give me a question, I will answer it, but the chances of me making a mistake halfway through that throw the answer out by about 4 or 5, I use the correct method, but balls, can I ever get like the right answer? Oh, it's ridiculous. That's why things like mechanics I do relatively poor in compared to the others, because the others are like proper sheer maths, whereas mechanics is more maths. Does that make sense? It doesn't, does it? It's like C4, not C4, C1. That's why I got lower in C1 than I did in C2, hopefully C3 and C4, it feels like, yeah. So yeah, stupid teachers looking after all the tools in the room while I'm trying to vlog, oh god. So I've carried on making the thing. I kind of did a bit of a balls up, but you know how I was going to do that little teeth thing? Yeah, that's not all that good, to be honest with you. I realised as I was starting to cut it out, I was like, well, that was the reason that I did electronics and made computers do everything for me. And I didn't do RM, where you actually have to cut stuff and be good at cutting stuff. So I've gone with a relatively simple design now. It's literally just 6 walls. Well, it's not 5 walls of this extra special. Damn it, I forgot to bring a sample home. Of this extra special material thing that floats and is really strong and is like polystyrene but better. And I've got glue all over my fingers and it's all gross and bleh. But essentially what we've got is an exoskeleton. We've got an exoskeleton, it's partially glued together. I'm waiting for some of the glue to set overnight, essentially. And then it's going to be done, essentially. All I need to do is re-glue the lid on one side, not bad, and attach it to the rest of it, because I've kind of got the base and 2 walls, and then I've got a wall and the roof glued together. I just need to glue those 2 components together, and then we've got an open-faced box, essentially. And then we're going to figure out a way of getting some perspex in. So I'm going to go back down on Monday or Tuesday, bearing in mind I fly Wednesday morning, and see if we can get that sorted. Correction, myself and Jamesy are going to go down on Tuesday, and we're going to fix the box and get it all sorted and ready to fly. The day before, that will be the last daily vlog you see until I get back from holiday. Hopefully I'll finish, I like to do the vlog, go to college, blah 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 blah, pack. Mostly everything will be packed on Monday, but then I'll just finish up packing. But then while I'm finishing up packing, I will upload the video diary just to try and get ahead, so that you all know that I'm on holiday, but maybe not. I don't know how it's going to work, lol. It's exciting. My afternoon has literally been spent doing C4 revision, and lots of it. I did 2 papers of my own paper, and then I was helping Sophie on Skype doing her maths revision. She was stuck on a couple of questions, and my favourite way of revising is to teach other people, because when you teach other people you have to know very straight in your head how to do it, so you don't tell them the wrong thing, and then you've got to be able to explain how you're doing it. It's literally like the perfect, I don't know why it isn't like the first thing on like good tips. You literally need to know it back to front to be able to teach someone else it, and that's a brilliant way of revising it, as soon as you have to explain it. So yeah, I've been doing that essentially, and that's all I've been doing all afternoon. It's been great, lol. Yeah. That's about it. Not very much exciting, good fun stuff today, apart from building the What's My Doohick, which me and James will finish off. Yeah, about that, next week I fly abroad Wednesday about 3 o'clock in the morning. So what I'm planning to do is upload Monday's video relatively early on Tuesday, literally like I'll wake up, it'll already be edited, and then I'll just click upload, and then maybe about 10 o'clock at night I'll upload Tuesday's video. So I'll stop Tuesday's video, edit it, upload it, then go to bed, wake up at 3 o'clock, because from that point on Wednesday, I can't upload for a week, because I'm going to have to just store all of the vlogs on the memory card and hope that I still have space by the end of the holiday. So I want to make sure that I can make Tuesday interesting for you, even though it's only half a day to a certain extent, because it'll only be till 10 o'clock. But it should be because me and James are going to go finish off the space mission stuff. I've got to brief him on anything that isn't obvious, and if he needs to do anything while I'm away, then he can do that then, and yeah. Otherwise, I'll put down anything else about the space mission and stuff. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's enough about next week. Jesus. What's going on tomorrow? Tomorrow is going to be my Core 4 exam. Yes! Don't mind me, I'm chewing on a Mint Imperial. I'm addicted to Mint Imperials, Jesus. Yeah, it's my Core 4 maths exam tomorrow. And while I'm... What am I doing? Yeah, it's in the afternoon, and I love afternoon exams because you kind of wake up, you're like, put your feet up, just do one last practice paper, bloody easy, feet up, cheese on toast, bit of tea, bit of lovely tea, and then you just leave the house when you're ready. You're like, yeah, I'm ready, let's go. Which I think it makes me the only person in the world who prefers afternoon exams to normal exams, because everyone else is like, oh no, I just want to wake up and I want to get it out of the way, but I'm so relaxed when it comes to exams. There's no point getting all worked up about it, so I don't. Wait. So that's going on tomorrow. Otherwise, I've got to track down that guy with his the GPS tracker's password. The guy who knows it. I've got to track him down because he wasn't in today. I don't think I told you. I've got to track down both him and his phone, as both should to some extent be able to tell me what the password is. If he doesn't memorise it, then his phone will. Hopefully I'll be able to get that sorted before the exam, so I'll probably go in a little bit earlier, maybe about 12:30. Yeah, something like that. And then I'll just brief him on all the stuff. Yeah, that's literally everything. I'm going to go to bed because it's just gone 12 o'clock, and by the time Sid's gone and done a wee and stuff, I'll be asleep by 12:30, hopefully. I will catch you later.